Then her last outfit was her purple outfit, and she came out and sang Because, and that was the song that all the rose petals came down on her head. She was just standing underneath, she was just standing there with her mic, and these rose petals kept falling down from the ceiling. And it was just like an endless stream, like they almost went on for the whole entire song. And they they like got kept getting stuck in her hair, and I thought that one was like stuck behind her ear, and they were on the floor for a really long time. And they came out with brooms to try and sweep them away. I don't think somebody thought it through because the petals started sticking to the floor. So whatever they were made out of just made them just stick to the floor completely. So they tried to sweep them up as much as possible, but they didn't get very far. Like they were still all over the floor. And so during, I think it was either before or after Rose, they like staff came out with towels and they were trying to sweep them up as much as possible, but they were still all over the floor. It was so funny. I was like laughing. It was very funny. And then she did special with Jenny Kim from YG, a new YG trainee. She's supposed to be featuring on the song, and they played it anyway, and she ended up doing the rap. Like Lehigh ended up doing the rap. So funny, because at one point, like, she was going really well, and I was like, yeah, yeah. But during one part of it, she like messes up and she doesn't remember the lyrics, and she's just like, yeah, like she just kind of pulls the mic away, and then she finishes, and we all cheered for her. It was really great. She did Sweet Love, and then Hui Param means whistle. And then lastly, her last song was Rose for her official performance. Her last song was Rose. It was really cool to see on stage because I haven't been to any of her like promotional stages on like Music Core or Inkigayo or anything. So it was really cool to see that. And everybody knew the fan chants. All the people in the front rows were, like chanting away. I was just like, wow, this is really kind of weird. And the dance was really cool to see live and everything. And, I still think, just my opinion, that stage is a little bit complicated and a little messy for my taste. It's very creative, and I appreciate that part of it. But I think that the dancers and the guy that comes in halfway through is a little much, and all the pedals and everything. But I know that's part of the theatrics of it, and I enjoyed it anyway. It was great. And the curtains close, and she's like, "This is it," and we're done. And so, of course, everyone says encore for a really long time. We're screaming encore. And one of the men from my friend's side of the room started saying encore off the beat. And so it was like, one side was saying encore, and the other was like encore. It was really strange. It was like coming from both sides of the stage. And I had the staff standing next to me, and they were telling us to keep saying it, keep saying it, keep saying it, because obviously we were going to get it no matter what. But they were telling us to, like, make it louder, make it louder. So eventually she comes back out, and they start playing Turn It Up. And I love that song, so I was like really grooving out. And she comes back out, and she's wearing it's a shiny silver pleated skirt with this shirt, but cut off, like it's like a crop top. And she has like this flower around her neck, which I think she should have put more to the side because it was like right here. It was just a big rose right here. But it was so cute. She was cute. And then she thanks everybody. She thanked all the staff and her band members, and of course everybody at YG. And then she calls out YG, and why they put the spotlight on him, and I was like freaking out. I was like, he's right there. And so I like turned around to look at him, and he stood up. And I occasionally looked at him during the concert too, and he was just standing there, or sitting there like this. He was smiling at her, had his hat on and everything. It was just a very typical, I feel like, typical YG stance. She thanks all of us for being there, and then she says, I'm going to do one last song, and she does 1, 2, 3, 4. And she has High Tech and her girl backup dancers on stage, and they're all dancing with her. And I don't know, it was just kind of surreal. I was just like, this is so cool. I was just so happy to be there. And I really love 1, 2, 3, 4. I love all of her songs on her album. I think my other favorite song is Because. But I love all of them, and I was so happy that I got to see all of her songs be performed. She performed all of her songs on her album, except for Halsuabi, or Scarecrow. There was a couple of points where she missed a note, or like her voice kind of went out, cracked a little bit during a note or so, but it was like she kind of took it in good spirits. She's just like, it happens, and we cheered her on anyway, and it all went really well. Like, I thought she did such a good job. She was so cute. I kind of like, I think that the general consensus is on some with people online is that she's not very good um, with her facial expressions. Like, she's not very expressive, and I agree with that. I do agree with that, and I think that that's not her strong suit anyway. I think that she's just very honest about who she is, and like, she's a very good singer. She's a very good jazzy, bluesy singer, and I loved all of her songs. She sang them beautifully, and I think that she doesn't have as strong a stage presence as someone like CL, or somebody from 21, or 21 as a group, or Big Bang as a group. That's not her, but that's not what her fans are like. That's not who she's targeting as for her fans. As I've seen, her fans are a lot of older men, especially, and older women, and it's because she's a solo singer, not an idol, really. Because and she sings a lot of ballads. That's what Koreans like. So she's definitely targeting an older generation, and she's adorable. Like, she's so cute. So I thought she did a great job. I really enjoyed her stage. I really enjoyed being there. Thank you, YG, so much for like allowing me to go and getting me the tickets. It was one of the best things that has happened to me this semester. It was really awesome, and that's coming from somebody who went to the GD concert. So thank you so much, YG Entertainment. And yeah, and then so that was pretty much it. We walked out, and they handed us a poster. Well, they didn't hand us one. It was like a free for all with the posters. So I like ran over with my friend, and I was like, grab me one, grab me one. And I ended up grabbing one, and like all of them fell. And I was like, oh no. And so I just kind of ran away and bought my t-shirt, and then we kind of walked away. That was it. And it was a really awesome little concert. I loved it. I had such a good time. So it was such a good concert. And I'm so glad that I got to go. So I hope this was enlightening for everybody. And yes.